so that everything will work sort of better. It's crazy. A lot of bad stuff happening right now. But anyways, yeah, so I'm putting on my jacket. So give me a second and we're gonna get this stuff rolling. Yeah. Oh man. Very crazy. But so it's been an interesting stream, to say the least. Learned a lot. But yeah, I just had to move my CPU. I did a couple of adjustments to some of the settings so that I wouldn't have these weird dropouts. And one of the main things I had to do was operate from my graphic card. Oh, I do not. So that last track was so fire, it crashed the screen. It screamed. I want to say strange scream. But anyways. I'm just reading some of the emails right now. Somebody sent me an email saying, "Hey man, your stream went down." No kidding. But yeah, that was. I got a lot of them. So he just sent me another one. It says this new one is Devin B, and he says, "Hey, what's going on? I'm fairly new to your channel. I'm wondering if you could review a beat for me. Please give your honest opinion and let me know any adjustments that should be made. Thank you for keeping up with me, and thank you for the good work. P.S. I forgot to attach the MP3 file to the original email. Sorry about that." Man, I actually listened to that a little bit longer than I usually listen to tracks on here. And it's because this junk is very, very musical, very melodic. I mean, it's very chill. I really like that, you know? I really like chill tracks. there's no instant bias to that, but you know, other than that, I think it was pretty live. I believe that there's a few things that could have worked, and it was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy to actually check that out on that type of tip. So, but the mix itself was actually very good, and I mean, I'm enjoying it some more. And I'm just gonna cut it off. I actually like that. I actually could work with that. Something I could really. So F&B did a cash. You know what? It's Twitch. It's Twitch. I'm not gonna use my table manners. Fuck that. Anyways, we got Sacii Beats, man. He is one of the cool people that's all the time. And he says, "What's up, Av? It's been a minute since I sent you something. Just been busy with college and work. Word. Those are two good things to be busy with. Anyways, here is a chill beat I've put together. Something simple. Hope you like it. It's called Smooth Decade. Wow, I was about to say Smooth Dedication. Chase made it. 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 Oh, I like that combination there. Yeah, that drop was fire. Whoa. Holy. And for a track like this to have such a simple tone, what I really like about this track, I really like the Rose pianos. For some reason, those Rose pianos is smooth as hell. Let me go ahead and take a little sip. It's Kool-Aid, I promise you. But well, other than that, I thought this track was pretty damn good, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. And people don't understand. It's hard to make a simple track be very effective. It is. Off topic, why in the hell, this is a 3X jacket. Why is it so small? Anyways, track is good, man. I really like that, man. And I'm gonna save that. Save this. And looks like Caleb just sent me a track. Caleb, Mr. Lancaster, and okay, Slug Sauce. Love Trap Tendo video. the only thing that I really feel is wrong with this track is that mix, man. Otherwise, this is on some trap production. He might not agree, but this is wild, like trap production type beats, man. Trap production. Let me turn this shit. See, this is it. All right, this is it. Yeah, you're not saying you know it's loud. I had to turn it down to its lowest setting, but other than that, I mean, the shit is all over the place, and I quite enjoy tracks like that. I don't like when tracks are so. No, why renege and say that? But I love wild tracks. I love wild tracks. The only thing that's bad about this is the mix. Like, and just not to be so vague, you can actually hear the intensity of the distortion, even though it's not distorting. Like, it's not in the red on my peak meter, so there's some type of compression kind of sausaging it and pushing it up, and then kind of like, I don't know, limiting it, you know, so it could be loud and have that kind of texture. But overall, though, it kind of affected the dynamics of that track, because I feel that, once again, if I was to touch it, I would just, if there's compression on it, I would get the compression right. And, you know, there's plenty of tutorials I have that actually talk about that, you know. That's why upwards compression is, damn, that track is actually fucking, I mean, let me sort of watch my mouth, but that track is actually freaking awesome. Don't lie, man, it's freaking awesome. So we got A91, which is one of the usual suspects on all the mix shows that I do. Looks like we have some new ones coming. I don't know how I'm gonna do Zombie Head. I want to do something like trap music and chill or something. I don't know. Because we got some really good stuff for that. He says, I need help with this track. I haven't finished it yet. I just got verse and hook. Neither did I mix it yet. I know you're gonna with it. I don't know if you want to collab. Oh, so, well, let's hear it. Woo! This shit is fire, man. What's he talking about? You know what, A19, I don't even like you no more. I mean, A9, I don't even like you no more. Because I was actually going to use that scene from Enter the Dragon. You know what? I think your beat is garbage. Nah, that's what you. That track is, real talk, that track is fire. And you need to stop trying to downplay it. And you did a lot of improvement on your mixing on top of that. Mr. Downplayer guy, Mr. I want to downplay. That track is actually dope as hell, man. But yeah, I definitely was actually going to do another Bruce Lee type beat, but once again, you know, A91 is really, he's a hard working producer. He actually sends me at least 5 or 6 beats a day. But yeah, man, that track is fire, man. I don't necessarily think it's what could I contribute to that? I only got halfway through there, and you bring so much to the table, man. Like, you really do. A lot of you guys make me step my game up. I'm going to move that over. And we got Thomas, Mr. Thomas Cordova. And I've actually talked to him a couple of times, and I want to hear what he's got going on here. And track is RO. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. And just to reply, yeah, the thing with YouTube is this. I think Twitch is it's free. Like, it's freedom right now until they really start, locking down on how things are going or whatever. I could do what I want on Twitch, almost everything. As long as I ain't sitting here butt ass naked. But anyways. Damn. Well, I could talk over this because I played it at max volume. Melodically, I actually can't. It's hard to judge it because the only thing I really feel that's wrong with this track is it's too low. And Mr. Cordova, you're actually pretty talented, and you actually hear that your elemental game, as far as your arrangement game, is very good, and you have a broad part of, you bring a great texture to your tracks, but it needs to be raised a little higher. And I don't think it would ruin it. Like, you wouldn't sacrifice a thing, because it's so low, but the volume needs to be a little higher. Ooh. Anyways, yeah, everything is too little on me, man. Yeah, that's great. It's hard finding clothes when you're this tall. This big. But anyways, yeah, I like that track. But yeah, definitely this button right here. I use them all. They're all fit. Matter of fact, you can't have one of these right here and they look clean. And the reason why I say that is because if it does look clean, you're probably not making beats on it. And I think all my NPCs that I've had in the past or pad light stuff has been like that, I'll be eating all kinds of food and while I make beats and stuff. But yeah. Anyways, got Alex, and he says, "Hey DJ Av, I'm Alex, also known as Mod XZ." That's actually a pretty cool name on SoundCloud. Just wondering if you can do a review on some of my beats and upload it. I uploaded SoundCloud. I thought you said uploaded SoundCloud. Like, upload beats for you. I have more on my computer that I haven't uploaded yet. But if you're interested, let me know. I'd appreciate it. We're loading up SoundCloud. If the melody drops on some other stuff, I'm dead. I'm gonna die right here. Very, very strange melody. But somehow I'm very married to that melody. I felt like the introduction, I felt that the intro, for it to be so long, it should do some other crazy stuff. But, I'm not mad at you for keeping it simple. I thought your mix was pretty good. That was actually a cool. I don't know if that was a sample or not, but that was pretty damn interesting to say the least. I really think that melody was much different, and I think that'd be like one of those tracks where like somebody like a Future would hear it, and then they would end up doing some weird stuff to it. Kind of like how March Madness was. Like March Madness was just so different from all the other stuff that. Anyways, I thought that track was fire, but anyways, I'm pretty partial about that. I thought that was pretty good. So, pretty good job there. And we have Official Ragoon, and I haven't heard from him in a while, and the track is called Dexter. And the track is gone. Wow. Love it when people delete their beats before I can reveal it. Yeah, you should know better. Anyways, so we got Mr. Moreland in the building, and I can play his tracks here. Usually, you know, sometimes I get hit with that copyright notice and Rob Dog's name be attached to it on YouTube. But seeing that I'm doing this live here, I'm not worried about that. This is more Rob Dog. He's been on a warpath since day one on this channel with a lot of good stuff. I really think that he's been hiding his good stuff. Like I don't know how to say it, but you know, in particular, just actually judging the track. To me, I actually thought the melody is very scary, menacing, and very dangerous, which you know, I felt that was what he was going for on this track, and it has a very plethoric melodic tone, which that's plethoric is a scale, is like the dark scale, kind of 808 Mafia, what 808 Mafia likes to use. Plethoric is usually, the plethoric scale usually involves like F sharps. And I'm looking at the keyboard now, so I actually don't sound like a jackass. F sharps, A sharps, or A flats, or whatever you want to call it. They're pretty much the same thing. And you know, M Bs, every now and then you throw in the B or whatever, B major. And you know, that's like a quintessential base of a lot of scary movies in general. And you know, I'm a huge horror movie film. I'm waiting for my Jason action figure, my Voorhees action figure to come, so I can have it in my in my studio side or whatnot or whatever. But yeah, I really like this track. Mix was very good as well, and that I expect nothing less from Rob Dog. So yeah. So we're gonna ride out on that right here, and we're gonna continue to go with the show. And we have P-Ruse. P-Ruse. I think he gets a kick out of correcting me, but it's all good. We have P-Ruse beats right here, and we are going to listen. if I'm not mistaken, I think P. Ruse actually has a couple of tracks that are actually on the show that are going to be on there. And dang it, I lost track of. I got text messages and all kinds of crazy stuff going on right now. But he actually has a couple of joints that I have reserved, and I couldn't fit them into Traptendo's tune because they was dark on this level. When it comes down to this melody and this beat, yeah, and I mean that in the dearest of ways. And you can hear a small proportion of the melody kind of off rhythm, and it's enjoyable. The bass, but it's rough, but it's very punchy and it's very perfect for that matter. That it's like that, and yeah, damn. So P. Ruse, I mess with this track. I really do. I like this track, man. Go ahead and tuck that one away as well, because that is actually dope, man. Well, what I'm really trying to get out the show, and I think it might happen because somebody hit me up, and I'm fighting through all these emails. Somebody hit me up, and he's actually a pretty decent artist. I don't want to ruin the surprise because he is actually pretty darn popular. I mean, pretty popular. And he listened to the show, and he listened to Traptendo's Tune Radio 2 and 3. He said he was very, very, very impressed with what we got going. So we're gonna see what, when I read that full entire email, because he's texting the hell out of me. We're gonna actually find out what is good. We have Saint Beats, and this is Blessed Up. Yeah, dude got the Karate Kid shit going on. Shit is fired up, and this is we don't necessarily get to hear a lot of like R&B-ish type tracks on here. And he said it was supposed to be like a Post Malone type track. I think what the way R&B is and how R&B is so tucked under the balls now. It kind of sucks that that R&B is like that, because I think a lot of the tracks that we got on this channel, they will work on in an R&B setting. I think that's actually the killing point of that particular genre. They really haven't caught up to the rest of the world, and that the motion, and it don't necessarily mean that you actually have to appease on a beat with 808s or anything like that, but you just pick out a track that has a full range of frequencies that are appealing. And it just happens to be that lower frequency ranges are the most appealing thing for the last 2 decades. So why not just kind of hop on that boat? It's okay, because you got tracks like this right here, which is 100% very good. There wasn't too many things I could actually disrespect about it. Well, I wouldn't disrespect it anyways, but that I could say bad about it or critique about it. I think it's actually really good. So the beat review from Synthetic from Italy, and I think he spams me a lot, but I think this is the first time that he actually sent me something that he wanted me to actually eat. The right kind of sound to get my attention. Well, this dude literally must have every pack that I have, because this whole entire track was built solely off my drum kits, solely off like my preset banks, and I only can tell that because of how full everything of that frequency spectrum is. When I look at my equalizer, my EQ is like, and the kicks are loud, which it could be turned down just a little bit, but that, by God, by God, and yeah, and he's from Italy too. So you guys just heard somebody from Italy, how they hear music. So yeah, it's worldwide, baby. If you didn't think so, it is. And that track was called Promethazine. Wow, I would really, really like to visit Italy just to see what's popping. Like, go over there and you hear Future popping, somebody drop by you, do speaking Italian, bumping Future. But yeah, so we got Fizzy Beats, and dang it, I'm gonna have to download his track. Oh no, I won't, or maybe I should. Son of a gun, son of a bitch. I swear to you, Fizzy, if this gives me a virus, I'm going to kill you. No, I'm not going to kill you. Yes, I am. I'm going to kill you. This laptop, my dogs, is my lifeline, son. But yeah, that track was actually fire as hell. Oh shit, it's done. I keep on forgetting how fast this laptop is. Oh shit. What the This track should be against the law. That is how I feel about this beat. Wow. I'm very impressed of how crazy the intro was, because I didn't know what the fuck to expect, and I don't think anybody did, for that matter. And the way the track rides, man, damn, very different from everything I've been hearing for like the last month or so. Or probably for shit. To be truthful, this track is actually pretty darn unique to anything I've heard in a while. And that's just me, because I don't necessarily turn on the radio and listen to music. You know, I'm just I have. But anyways, it's like a sick ass West Coast type track, but with the appeal of the South, and then the appeal of like a cat from North Philly or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Track is hard as fuck. And yeah, boom goes the dynamite. And we got Fouchois beats here. Oh, actually, yeah. Yeah, Fouchois beats. Getting down to King Drew's track. I definitely want to hear King Drew's. Uh-oh. Yet again, another hot track that will be really tight if it was mixed. And really not taking anything away from it because it's not being mixed, because that doesn't really change the concept of the composition itself. It just helps the overall listening appeal. I just feel that, you know, it's quite loud, especially when it comes to the bass frequencies. If you want to just be talking about like the 808s, and you know, it just by looking at the waveform itself, you can see that there's certain elements that are not controlled enough. So I'm not sure if it was even compressed at all. But that doesn't stop this track from actually being pretty dope. I mean, that's all I can say about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and move on, and we got King Drew coming in, which kind of reminds me of me. That sounds like some old hatings. Well, that's not hating if I say it's me. But anyways, she said, "What's up?" He said, "What's up, Ab? I missed a few weeks, but I'm back with a 808 Mafia TCE inspired beat." Not just say you reminds me of me. To try to use some of the classic 808 Mafia sounds, a little different than the current trend. Can't wait to hear what you think, bro. Stay up. All right, let's go ahead and hear that. Long live the king. Yeah, I actually think this is a pretty good track, man. I didn't expect anything less from King Drew, anyways. the 13th, but I actually saw a dope hat that actually had that exact Roman numerals. I actually deleted, but I deleted it from my favorites. But all right, more or less on the track. I thought overall that I thought the melody, since the melody was very minimalistic, that it really stuck into a like in a mindset of a Little Uzi Vert per se. My suggestions, my humble suggestions as far as the melodic tone or whatever, that horn part, it could come in a little earlier as far as the arrangement. The mix was very good. I thought everything had its proper room, and it's because of the simplistic way of gesturing your track. And you know that helps. That really does help when you're doing things that don't overly complex a track. And if you do, you kind of arrange it in such a manner that you're able to kind of fit things into the mix, and that it doesn't overassert itself dynamically around the range. But I thought that, once again, I thought that was pretty good. Overall, I thought it's a pretty solid track. So yeah, appreciate that, Mr. Drew, and I see you hanging out with me on this channel. He gonna pill out. He gonna pull a open mic night and pill out, man. I heard my track, I'm out. Oh, and for those that's out there or whatnot, and I'm not doing a giveaway per se. I'm doing a prerequisite to a giveaway, not to my usual how I do on YouTube, but I want to put a buzz in everybody's ear. The people at Track God Sounds, RJ Knox is going to be giving away a sick ass MIDI controller. And that MIDI controller is probably one of the best ones that you could get if you're into M audio or whatnot. And he hasn't started or gave out the details for me to announce it yet, because it will be on the YouTube channel. I'm going to announce it there. And how we go from what King Drew did to this, the Midnight Heat, it says. But anyways, real quick, we're gonna let them rock out, man. We gotta have the alternative rock. You know what I'm saying? I actually like it. Very crisp. But yeah, that, and then I'm also giving away a MIDI controller. It hasn't came yet, and I'm doing a review on another one. And yeah, it's gonna be a 25 key one. So keep in mind, that we'll look for that in the immediate future, early March, depending on when I have to leave I'm about to go on a tour with Bum B, and do my Rap A Lot Records thing, and with Boosie and my homeboy Sacii, which is an artist that I worked with for so many years. So but we're gonna see, and we're supposed to give that out. But we got Gerald Wallace, and I think I haven't heard this, and it says the track is called Ryu. Oh! Ow. Street Fighter 4 Ryu. Woo! Well, it looks like obviously he used Street Fighter 4's Ryu voice. And he also used, it sounded like he used a little bit of Street Fighter Cross Tekken, which is another game. Any Street Fighter I've played it don't matter. But yeah, I actually was surprised at how it dropped, man. It really fooled me. I thought it was just gonna be like, you know, it's very minimalistic, but I thought that overall is pretty cool, a pretty effective way to drop a track. And I see that, that we all have shared a lot of the similarities and influences in terms of our love for video games and beats and whatnot. So we incorporated. So it's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, I actually liked it. Yeah, and the mix, once again, the mix is very crisp. Oh, God dog it, I didn't mean to do that crap. But yeah, as you can see, guys, we've been at this junk for about an hour. That should let you know how many submissions I get. And this is just from this week. More are coming right now as I speak. And we have Endell. And he is way overseas. I'm pretty sure he's not on the stream. And if he is, I'm going to look down there. No, he's not. But, once again, if people that can watch the stream, you can see it anytime, just go into the archives or whatnot. But yeah, this is Mr. Freeze. And we're going to hear what he got going on here. Oh, I definitely heard that. Is he sending the same track? Oh, no. Virus. There's no shock there. Freeze is actually a pretty solid youngster. The way he's telling me he's like 15 or so, and he has a great grasp. And he's actually from the islands, I believe. He lives in the islands. So right now it's probably 8 o'clock or something like that. He's probably eating dinner, getting yelled at because he did his homework. But anyway, yeah. So. Well, yeah, overall, I thought that track was pretty good. It had a nice little ride to it. I'm not surprised that it's solid. There's not much more I can say there. It would be nice to get something from him, like a full, something a little bit more full than this, so I can actually use it like a mix. Anwar Thomas, what is happening? He sent the track. Let's hear what he got. very menacing. And that was actually the comment that I left on the track. Well, actually, it's very creepy in a good way. What I'm doing right now is I'm actually trying to figure out some stacks. So there's some textures I really like about the track. Okay, so that's an ASIC's pulse. That's an acid pulse filter. I really like that whistle. I thought that the mix was pretty good. I thought the mix was pretty good. I like how it's kind of harmonically rattled a little bit, and you know, like as if it was like there's certain compressors that have like a harmonic saturation to it, and this is like to everybody. That I really favor one being press work, so, and because they add like some of the harmonic saturation that people have gotten used to hearing in records. They actually work in a way to where you don't have to EQ your beats, and that's not saying that he EQ'd them or anything like that. But I like the saturation. It gives the track a good taste to it. But yeah, good job there, Bama Boys Entertainment. So yeah, and I see him. I saw you say what's up, man, and I appreciate you for checking in with me. I just got a text message in Dune 2. All right, because I was gonna do one more Dune 2 preset bank. I was gonna actually add more to the one I just gave away for free download Friday, because the guys at Dune Synapse Audio hit me up and they gave with an idea of whatnot, because I hit them up about certain things not working on their end in terms of Dune 2.50, whatever it is, because that the Dune 2.5 is great and it works, it functions well. However, the one that they just released does not work well. So if you haven't updated, don't update past Dune 2.5, because they're going to work on a new update, because the last update that they did after Dune 2.5 is effed up. But yeah, I'm supposed to do one exclusively for them, and it's gonna be with probably one of the greater sound designers of like production. I'm scared, but he said I had some good ideas. A19, I'm not gonna play another track from you. It's not fair. It won't be fair to anybody. So we have J Dog Productions. I mean, A91, man. I keep on saying A1. A91, boy, his work ethic, man. I salute. Submitting a beat, let me know what you think. I won't get butthurt. Shit. Damn, I almost killed myself laughing. Thanks for this platform, J Dog Productions. So, just to talk off, I'm gonna start talking about the mix first, and it's not because it's not bad that it's bad. I actually like the fact that you actually were very preserved in the way that you mix the track, because it's not too loud. It's in between, almost loud loud as fuck, but not as loud as it could be, but at the same time good enough to where it preserves a lot of the other dynamics of the track in terms of like the presence of your high range or whatever, so it's not beating on track. And if you don't know, sometimes when you actually have your kick drums and your airways too loud, you'll actually lose a lot of your other frequencies because it's being drowned out by the low end, you know. And there's ways to actually get around that if you want to have the aggressiveness, but sometimes it's too much of a gimmick to rely on it consistently. Like tape saturation plugins, like Satin will cut the right amount of low end off no matter what, and then sometimes people actually increase it more. I see somebody do that. They're like, dude, it's cutting off all the unneeded bottom end that you have, so that all your top end could be nice and silky smooth instead. But yeah, his mix is actually, this is a highlight to what you would call a balanced mix, and it's not too loud or whatever. It's just right. I guess you could say like the Goldilocks type mix. But anyways, yeah, I actually like the track. I like the arrangement of it. I was figuring out a couple of things and listening to the FM bell and picturing myself if I was to resynthesize that. Because as you know, I do like making bells. Bells are like one of my favorite sounds. Thanks to all the old school ATL music that I listen to. So we have Cash Mankales, and he has a track called Young Metro. Sent it from his iPhone. I don't know why. I think that's funny. Dope from the iPhone. You know what? You know how serious this track would be if it was mixed 100%. No, I won't say correctly, because need it be, even though there are some form factors, the way that you mix a beat. Mixing is quite a subjective way. It's quite subjective, because you go to any engineer or whatever, you know, there's no. I don't want to say there's no right or wrong way to mix, but there are obviously things that bring out the track that will make people more enjoy it more. And this is one of those beats, man. I'm telling you, if the mix was just a tad bit better, like, it'd be monsters. And I'm tempted, but I'm kind of behind because I'm supposed to mix. Damn it! Is it P. Ruse? I'm supposed to mix. I think it is P. Ruse, one of P. Ruse's beats I'm supposed to mix, and I'm trying to get on that. And yeah, you know what? F it, man. You know what, man. You know what? But yeah, definitely. I'm gonna ask him. Can I mix that for you? I'm also old grade school stuff right there. Yeah, that mixed it. But yeah, but anyways, like I was saying about mixing, and in the way that I actually matured my ear was messing with a lot of stuff, like, and listen to a lot of things and listen to a lot of old farts explain music, because I had the honor of meeting one of Led Zeppelin's main engineers, because I always liked how rock records sounded during a certain time period. You know, and give or take that they used a lot of tape machines, and that they rehearsed like hell. It was no, they only worked with a 4-track recorder, so it wasn't much they could do. Different things have changed, in terms of how, just like how a drummer was mixed from that time to this time versus a guitarist as well. And give or take that, microphones are much different now. There's more of an assortment of microphones. But, and I don't fucking got off topic. Anyways. But yeah, you actually can hear, there's certain things you get a heave to. And, the way that I hear it, I borrow each and everything that I learned from each and every engineer and their tactics. And then I learned, and then I got used to what I like to hear. Like maybe albums, like I'm very married to the way, and this is why Blueprint is up there too as well. Blueprint. I'm very married to the way that Jay-Z's albums are mixed. Guru actually has mixed tons of people. If you actually type in Young Guru or whatever, Jay-Z, Young Guru, engineer credits, you'd be surprised of all the people that he's worked with in different bands. And mixing rock records and approaching rock records, you can actually approach a rock record much the same as a hip hop record, like, and get monstrous results. But anyways, last beat, Jesus, and Lord Light on the beat. He wrote, "I know I am super late for this week's beat review. No, you're not. So it might not be this week's episode, or maybe next week. Hi, F." I guess that was his way of, I don't know. And he said, "Hi, Ev, I love what you're doing. Keep up the good work. I go by the name of Lord Light on the beat. Others make trap beats. And I'm going to..." You know what? Yo. Hey, and let's check the date on that. 5 hours ago. 5 freaking hours ago. Yeah. But we got through it, guys. I really appreciate everybody for sticking with me on this. 891's probably gonna choke me or complain. But, it is what it is. I got people complaining about that free Dune 2 preset bank. He should have got it. And and here's the thing about that. Look at my dab. Candidate for free mixing. Throw it my way. I'll touch it. So, yeah, my thing about Rick Rubin is here's what I like about Rick Rubin in terms of his theoretical way of his theoretical procedure behind mixes. I don't mind, and I do think it's very effective that you keep everything minimalistic. And you got people that have made huge careers. Obviously, he's one of them. When you do have simple mixes or whatnot, it does benefit. It does benefit you. But what if you have something extravagant in terms of a mix, where you have to approach it to adding certain types of elements? What do you do then? But in terms of what Rick Rubin does, it's very effective, and it's kind of the way modern day music works. The simplicity, and repetitiveness kind of does have an effectiveness that certain complex compositions work. Rick Rubin himself obviously does not mix his stuff. The person that does mix his stuff, and if you check a Rick Rubin production, always look for Andrew Sheps. And Andrew Sheps is quite the boss, and he's actually kind of one of the pioneers of peaking like your kick drums and sometimes a little bit of your snare in your mix or whatnot. And a lot of people ride his ass about that. And you know, give or take, he has some of the mixes. If you play that shit in the club, a lot of Andrew Chef's mixes, like stuff like he did, like 99 Problems, which obviously Rick Rubin produced. That shit cuts. Like, that's something I love. That's like one of my favorite tracks to scratch. But I was thinking about emulating them. That was so stuck. But yeah, the way Rick Rubin approaches minimalism is pretty much how Dr. Dre adapted to a minimalistic style production, which obviously was effective for him as well, and it's going to be effective for everybody. Just thinking about just adding like maybe five or less melodies in a track, so you don't over complex yourself. Work with those 5 sounds. You can still change it up. That's a lot of room to change it up. Oh, and then the Neptunes, because the Neptunes have a simple style. So that was very effective, but complex in certain ways that Rick Rubin's tracks aren't. But anyways, yeah, scratch. I got a lot of scratch videos on my YouTube channel. However, if you're like one of those people that don't want to wade through all that stuff I have on my YouTube channel, which I have over 400 videos, I will go to my Instagram and it'd be easier, and then you get to see a loop of me doing some crazy stuff with some phrases. Yeah, but some DJs don't scratch. I don't want to talk about nobody. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, the way I feel about DJing these days in terms of mixing is the fact that you can or you cannot